right there. Make a cardigan with us. Isn't this just the greatest cardigan? Hi, I'm Cadence Kidwell, and we're excited about starting a new class, and you guys can always make along with us. And this is the Casapinka Look Squirrel cardigan. It's universally flattering on everyone. It's a DK. I'll stand up so you can see the little bit of trim down, not trim, but the seed stitch down at the bottom. It is 3/4 length sleeves, but you can make it full sleeves, you can make it short sleeves, you can make it longer. It doesn't have buttons, so you don't have to do buttonholes or sew on buttons. I love to use this clasp that we have in the store to hold it together, and it's just great because it's DK. So we have more traveling yarn DK than we've ever had before. And thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I'm watching all of you guys come on live, and the rest of you that watch the replay, we really appreciate you as well. So I brought over, I was just shopping the cabinet there, looking for some yarns that we, at this moment, have enough of to make a cardigan of. So look at these beautiful yarns here. This one is my absolute favorite. This one is Prickly Pear. This is Less Traveled Yarns, Paloma DK. It has just a little bit of silk, 10% of silk, so enough to give it a nice little sheen to temper the wool in there, but still plenty of superwash wool to give it lots of bounce and memory in there too. And this one's my favorite. What I love about Casapinka's patterns in general is they're extremely well written and tested. And this particular one, I saw her wear it when she came to visit Fuzzy Goat a couple years ago, and I just loved it. I made it in the exact same color as hers, using Emma's yarns. And you do a little, it's called Look Squirrel because you have a little bit of lace in here, and then you do some increases, and then you're just, she says, then you have plenty of time to look at squirrels while you're just doing the back and forth stockinette. This Prickly Pear with some variation in it, or Nirvana Quartet, I think with this little bit of lace would still hold up well to a speckled yarn, and you'll see some of those on Casapinka's Ravelry page. Yeah, Peggy says it's perfect for spring, not too heavy but warm enough. I always take this with me too when I travel. It's a great indoor sweater. This one here, oops, the label came off when I pulled it off. Look at that. If this is either, I think this is Huckleberry. There are several beautiful plum colors over there in Paloma, but my label must be over there in the cabinet. This is the darkest hand-dyed yarn that we've had in quite some time. This is called Vanta, and so there is enough of that to make a sweater as well. This one here is Cactus Wren. I love that. That would be beautiful as well. And if you wanted to go more with the solids, the Sedona, really pretty rich, I'm just gonna say like a clay color, adobe color. And this one is Crimson, which is a little more salmon than red. Really just an exquisite color. You can't quite put your finger on it. Man, that looks really pretty. I might like that color too. So you could do that in the Paloma DK, the Look Squirrel that I'm wearing. If you're local, you can take our class. Melissa's gonna teach it on Fridays and Saturdays. We also have some Madelinetosh DK, which we think would go great also. And this particular color here is Glazed Pecan, and Elizabeth Taylor is a really pretty purple. And then this one here is Tart. Those would all be really just exquisite in that. If you wanted to make a cotton version of Look Squirrel, I think that might be in my future. We got some Blue Sky Yarns Skinny Cotton. I know it is hard to choose, isn't it, Vivian, with all those different colors. This is a DK, 100% cotton, organic cotton, and we got all these lovely colors. So you could do this sweater in that as well. I think that would be a really great spring and summer sweater. But maybe you're just not thinking sweater right now. You could do, in fact, what I love about when Melissa starts looking for patterns, for us to link up, she often starts putting some of them in her queue. Here's one here, the Ashby tee. I just love that texture. And out of this skinny cotton, this pattern was written for that. Isn't that pretty? Or you could do this bandana here, which is kind of like a scarf and a bandana because it's got like this point in it there. And that is knit up in that sample in this beautiful color here. So that's our skinny cotton, blue sky skinny, and that would be great in the sweater or in either one of those. But let me show you some other blue sky that we got in. We also got in blue sky alpaca, baby alpaca. Oh, this just feels amazing. Let me tell you the content on this. This is 100% baby alpaca. Oh my gosh. This would definitely pass the Mr. Fuzzy Goat test in terms of putting it on his neck and walking around. And that would be great in this Weldon alpaca wrap, which is kind of like a snud, kind of like a shoulder cozy. I just think that looks really just squishy, and oh, I would love to have that on around my neck when it's a little chilly. It would make a great gift as well. And then this other, which is one of my favorites. We haven't had it in a while. This is alpaca silk, and it is a sport also. Look at all of these colors. Oh my gosh, it is just so scrumptious. I think it's 50-50. Let me double check. Yes, 50% alpaca, 50% silk. And so Melissa has actually already started. Oh heck, we don't have a picture of that one. We'll have a link of it on there. There's the Joni, which she already started since she found it. And this alpaca silk is perfect for that. But this Esco wrap, I think would just be really fun. Now this is in like a gray and a white, like the sample, these two. But you know that I would love to do it in colors. So I think this teal and the white would be lovely. And Rose, it may look a little fuzzy until it's finished loading up completely, because that can often straighten it out a little bit. But maybe you'd like some neutrals, and you could do it in these two. So it's kind of like a poncho Ruana style in there. So isn't that great? And then this is a scarf, a wrap of the Wyndham silk wrap, and it uses 5 skeins. So you could pick 5 really pretty colors in here. You could do this light blue and this teal and the off-white and the gray, maybe the baby pink. No, I'm not feeling that one in there. I'm thinking maybe this taupe. Maybe take out the gray and put that color in, or you could go all neutrals. Silk overboard. You could go all neutrals and do that and put in the gray. That would be really pretty. There's a black. We hardly ever have black. I showed you that hand-dyed dark. This is black. We hardly ever have that, so we've got it in the alpaca silk. It's hard to do without being muddy. So this silk is just so lovely. Yes, Kara, alpaca silk, the two together. I have made a beautiful shawl out of that, out of some discontinued color, so I didn't bring it today, but it just feels just scrumptious. So that's sport. Almost at the other end of the spectrum, we have blue sky bulky, and look how fun these are. Okay, so we have had this sample in the shop a while ago, and this is the Lanesboro vest, and it is super cute in this bulky yarn. And this is also alpaca, so it's 50% alpaca, 50% wool, and you could use several skeins and make this cute little vest in any of these colors. You can also make either one of these hats with that, and we've got some pom-poms. You might even see them up um, right there. We got some pom-poms. They're also online, so they're a little easier to find than me pointing at them in the store. And this just feels really great, and it's scrumptious and thick and fat and goes really fast. So that's the bulky. I think I've shown you my yarns that I have over here, but we also got more stitch stoppers. And oh my goodness, I want to know which ones are your favorites, because I have picked out some favorites. Okay, so we've got, not even going to go through them all because the packages are a little shiny, but there's bees. I know several of you are bee fans, and avocados. We sold out of those super fast last time. I'll show you them in action in just a moment. These are a perennial favorite, these alpacas in there, so they are restocked. These are new little flip-flops. We're being optimistic. Yes, that season will come again. These are some of my favorites, the sunflowers and the leaves, and these oranges. Okay, so we have lots in there. You guys are just collecting them. You're putting them in the little air and flat clamshell to hold them together, and I'll show you them in action. All right, I got 2 projects to show you that are in process. In 2 weeks, I'm going to Denver. I'm part of a mastermind group where we get together and share ideas as retailers, and it's a small, intimate group. It's great. I get lots of knitting time while we're there, but you know, it's still going to be cold there. So I had kind of stopped working on my Express Yourself sweater because I thought, I'm not going to get any wearing time right now, so I'm going to forge ahead on some other things. But I don't know. I might be able to wear this in Denver in 2 weeks. And I don't know. I'm going to talk to Melissa about it today, and then at least double whatever she says, because I still have the body to do and the sleeves. But these are super big needles. I mean, I'm doing this on a 10.5, and so it may go faster than I think, and I may get it done and then actually be able to wear it out there. I'm loving working with this knit collage boucle. This is really fun. How I changed the pattern up to make it my own, where the pink is should have also been green, but I really wanted to put in some of that pink. It's not a color that needed to be right next to my face, but I wanted to put it in, so I substituted where the green was supposed to be and put in the pink. So this is my Express Yourself sweater. You've already seen Melissa sporting hers. She finished hers, even in time for our own cold snap here in the South. All right, the other thing I'm working on is, this is a sneak peek. It's not ready yet. It's gonna be ready for local yarn shop day. So we worked with Manos to make Fino mini skeins in fuzzy goat colors, and then paired it with a larger skein, which is this one here, and I'm knitting up the Girl's Best Friend, which we've had before in other colors in this shop, but I'm super excited about that. It's been a lot of fun to choose the colors in terms of where they would go. It was a lot of fun to choose the colors that would go in there. But see, here are my stitch stoppers. So yes, these are my new favorites. The Wonder Woman, we have Wonder Woman. Isn't that, they're so fun. And then I have my leaves on my Express Yourself sweater. And then my sunflowers are one of the pockets of these 2 bags. So this is something else that I'm working on, and I'm gonna have it done any day now because I'm just on the last color, just going really until my little, where's my little ball? Until my little ball runs out. Then I'm gonna bind off and then make some pom-poms, because yes, it's a shawl with pom-poms, and I'll have that done all in time for local yarn shop day. And you can see the whole thing then, and you can choose the kit. So that's what I'm working on. Those are some of the things we got in the store. We still have some really great Ryan's yarn before we pack it up and send it down our center table, because we had a super fun time with him. And we're hoping that you will cast on the Look Squirrel and work that out with us, because it was a really fun sweater for me to make, and it's fun for me to wear, and Melissa's super excited about doing a class. So if you're local, we would love to have you here, because you know you're going to learn a lot from our sweater queen. Thanks so much for you guys watching. You guys have a lovely day today, and you can tell that they're having a good time next door at the bagel shop. So you come over and have a good time with us too. Thank you.